everyone, it's Maki here. The release of the movie Gundam Seed Freedom is just around the corner. Following the previously released content, I'd like to briefly talk about the storyline of Gundam Seed Destiny, especially for those who became interested in the Seed series after seeing the movie's promotion. Please also check out the program, where we discuss the plot of the previous series, Seed. The main character of Seed Destiny is Shinasa. It's a story about a young boy who lost his family in the war and fights driven by his anger towards the conflict. At the movie's completion announcement event, it was also mentioned that Shin will play a very active role. This time, I will talk briefly about the story, focusing on Shinasa. During the final stages of the war depicted in Seed, the neutral nation of Org was attacked by the Earth Alliance forces. The unreasonable attack struck off, accompanied by the ultimatum, if you are not with the Earth Alliance forces, you are considered an enemy. Amidst the warfare, Shinasa witnessed his family being killed by flames and shock right before his eyes. 2 years after the war between the Earth Alliance forces and Zaft forces reached a ceasefire, Org's leader Kakari Urath made an unofficial visit to Gilbert Juno, the chairman of the Supreme Council of France. The coordinators who evacuated from Org were living with the support of France. Org's citizens, known for their advanced technology, cooperated in the development of Zaft's new mobile suits and the new battleship, Maneuver. Duano was known as a moderate, and it was generally understood that the new weapons were strictly a deterrent. However, the fact that Org was cooperating in the development of Zaft's new weapons was a significant risk, if recognized by the Earth Alliance forces. Aslanzar was present next to Kakari, who came to protest. Kakari and Aslan, who became lovers in the previous war, continued to cooperate for peace. Aslan, who had defected from the Zaft forces, was working as Kakari's bodyguard under the alias Alex Dino. While Kakari and Duano were conversing, an explosion occurred at the base, where the new mobile suits were stored. The new mobile suits of the Zaft forces were stolen by a mysterious military force. Amidst the chaos, the Impulse, a new model Gundam that was not stolen, sorted. The pilot of the Impulse was a grown Shinasa. Demonstrating exceptional abilities at Zaft's training institution, Shin was permitted to wear the red military uniform and pilot suit, a symbol of an ace, and was appointed as the pilot of the Impulse. Amidst the chaos of the battle, Kakari and Aslan evacuate to the new battleship, Maneuver. The theft of the new mobile suits is a significant incident that could potentially lead to a new war. With Duano, Kakari, and Aslan on board, Maneuver pursues the thieves. Then, a critical report reaches Maneuver. The remnants of the space colony Junius 7, previously destroyed by a nuclear attack from the Earth Alliance forces, are on a trajectory falling towards Earth. The descent of massive debris onto Earth could result in a catastrophic disaster, affecting the survival of humanity. Maneuver participates in the operation to prevent the fall of Junius 7. The ones trying to bring the space colony down to Earth were deserters from the Zaft forces. Driven by their hatred towards Nodules, they were committing acts of terrorism. Aslan, participating in the Operation Junius 7 destruction aimed at saving lives, battles the terrorists. They were a group that strongly supported the former leader of Prant, Patrick Zar, as Lanzola struggles with the fact that his father's obsession, fueled by hatred towards Nodules, had led to such a significant incident. Furthermore, the unit that stole the new mobile suits also launches an attack against the Zaft forces. Managa appeals for cessation of the attack using the International Distress Channel, stating they are in the midst of an operation for life-saving. The new mobile suits retreat in the midst of the battle. However, they had secured photos showing the Zaft forces at the site of Junior 7's fall. Junior 7 is destroyed and humanity's extinction is averted. However, many fragments fall to Earth, leading to significant damage to the environment and causing substantial harm to many people. The unit that stole the new mobile suits is named Phantom Pain. They are the private military force of Logos, a colossal organization that dominates the Earth's alliance forces. In the war depicted in Seed, there were individuals who embraced the ideology of hatred and rejection towards coordinators known as Blue Cosmos. Logos also supported Blue Cosmos, and during the era depicted in Seed Destiny Lord Dibrio, the leader of Blue Cosmos was active as a member of Logos. The information that the fall of Journey 7 was an operation by the Zaft forces was brought forward by Phantom Pain. The Earth's Alliance forces declared war against Plant. Once again, the war had started. Amidst the chaotic world situation, Aslan ponders if there is anything he can do. Then, he visits Chairman Duano. Aslan is unsettled by the fake laws, crying prepared by Duano. I am doing something foolish. You're free to hold me accountable, Duano tells Aslan, explaining that he was compelled to prepare the fake laws to avoid the casualties of war. Aslan converses with Mia Campbell, who is playing the role of the fake lawyers. Through his conversation with Mir, Aslan realizes that she is honestly striving to avoid the war in her own way. Aslan accepts Duano's invitation and returns to the Zaft forces. Duano grants Aslan the privilege of not having to follow the usual chain of command. Duano expresses his hope that Aslan, loyal to his own convictions, will act to protect the world. He also mentions that he is prepared to be overthrown by Aslan if he ever takes a foolish action. Trusting in Duano, Aslan borrows the new mobile suit Saber and heads towards Earth. One day, Shin encounters a girl named Stella Lucer in Orb. After rescuing Stella, who had fallen into the sea, Shin feels something off about her behavior. Stella was an Extended, a soldier of Phantom Pain. Extended are not those whose combat abilities are enhanced through drugs, physical modifications and brainwashing. While capable of human-like behavior, her actions seemed immature compared to her appearance. Shin interprets this as a result of the tragic and horrifying experiences of war. Knowing the pain of losing his family right in front of him, Shin is a boy with a kind heart, caring for those in a vulnerable position. Reminded of his sister and family who lost their lives in the war, Shin promises to protect Stellar. This encounter would later lead to a tragic outcome. Orb is somewhat forcibly requested to cooperate with the Earth's Alliance forces. Knowing that the perpetrators of the Junior 7 fall were not from the Zaft forces, Kagali opposes this. However, the Cyan family gaining power within the Orb government takes control, and Orb decides to cooperate with the Earth's Alliance forces. Kagali, also a member of the Cyan family, is forced into a political marriage with Uromo Cyan. The legendary mobile suit intervenes at Kagali and Yuo's wedding. It's the Freedom Gundam piloted by Kiro Yamato. Freedom abducts Kagali from her wedding and returns to the battleship Archangel. The crew of Archangel and Kiro were concerned about the new war. Analyzing information from around the world, they conclude that the Earth's Alliance forces foolishly and forcibly started the war. However, they also couldn't unconditionally trust Chairman Duano, a plant. This is because an assassination squad from the Zaft forces was sent to Law's Crying, who lived with Kira and the others. Kira and the crew grow suspicious of the Zaft forces unit that owns the latest mobile suit, Ash. Unlike the perpetrators of the Journey's 7-4 who used outdated mobile suits, these possessors of the new model were undoubtedly regular forces of Zaft, presumably acting under orders from quite high up. The upper echelons of the Zaft forces plotting the assassination of Lars Klein. The fake Lars Klein prepared by Gilbert Duano. These pieces of information were bewildering Kira and the others. Aslan, who joins forces with the battleship maneuver, becomes hostile towards the Orb forces. Kakali sheds tears at the sight of Orb's citizens losing their lives. Kira shoots down Aslan. Kira understood that Aslan was acting to stop the world's chaos, but the sight of Kakali crying spurred Kira into action. Aslan shot down by Kira is left in dismay. In contrast, Shin Asa grows into an extremely powerful pilot through numerous battles, slowly becoming disappointed in Aslan. The Earth Alliance forces attack cities that show a friendly stance towards the Zaft forces. Shin becomes furious at the massive weapon that indiscriminately attacks even unarmed civilians. Impulse launches an attack on the massive weapon, Destroy. However, during the battle, Shin realizes that the pirate is Stellar. Shin tries to persuade Stellar, who is crying and in a state of confusion. Impulse approaches Destroy, which has stopped its attack. At that moment, Stella sees freedom in her field of vision. She remembered the scene of her comrades being shot down by freedom as a terrifying experience. Destroy, thrown into a panic, attempts to resume its attack. Just before the beam is fired, freedom destroys Destroy. This attack results in Stella's death. Shin interprets this as freedom killed Stellar, who was trying to stop the attack, and begins to harbor strong hatred towards freedom. Duano denounces the massacre carried out using Destroy, presenting evidence footage. He then exposes to the world that this massacre was orchestrated not by the Earth Alliance forces, but by Logos operating behind the scenes. People's anger towards Logos erupts. Among the enraged mob, there were those who attacked Logos. Support for Duano is further strengthened, and within the Earth Alliance forces, many declared their support for Duano and joined the Zaft forces. The world begins to unite under Chairman Duano. It appeared at a glance as if the path to peace was being forged. The Zaft forces execute a mission to eliminate the Archangel. The maneuver engages in battle following Duano's orders, judging that the Archangel, intervening in numerous battles and bringing chaos, was a factor intensifying the war. The battle ends in a victory for the Zaft forces. Shin's impulse shoots down the freedom piloted by Kira. However, the Archangel successfully escapes secretly, and Kira Yamato miraculously survives. Aslan, harboring doubts about Chairman Duano's actions, faces an assassination attempt. Aslan decides to defect from the Zaft forces once again. Shin, informed that Aslan is a spy, boards the new mobile suit Destiny and shoots down Aslan. Shin is thrown into confusion after taking the life of a former comrade. However, Shin's companion Weizoburo praises him, saying, "You did what needed to be done for peace." Chairman Juano announces the implementation of the Destiny Plan. This plan involves assessing human traits through genetics and assigning appropriate occupations and roles. The idea is that by understanding one's abilities and knowing their role correctly, peace can be achieved. The notion that people living fulfilling lives will not envy others garnered much support. This plan was an extremely appealing proposition for those who had experienced terrible wars. Orb opposes this plan, seeing it as an infringement on people's freedom. Kira and others also hold the view that they cannot agree with Chairman Juano's intention to eliminate those who oppose. Chairman Juano resolves to annihilate the opposing forces. First, the Atlantic Federation, an internal organization of the Earth Alliance forces, becomes the target of the attack. Juano incorporates the beam cannon Requiem, a massive weapon used by Logos, into his military forces. The president of the Atlantic Federation, a member of the Earth Alliance, along with forces opposing the Destiny Plan, are obliterated by Requiem. The next target of Requiem is Orb. To stop this attack, Kira and Aslan Sodi, despite being shot down by Shin's attack, they miraculously survive and board the Strike Freedom and Infinite Justice to challenge Juano. In the midst of the battle, Shin converses with Aslan. Aslan understands Shin's heart, which despises war and desires a world without it. However, he speaks of how the Destiny Plan will rob people of their freedom and create a world without evolution or hope for the future. Shin, in confusion, attempts to attack Aslan, along with his ally and lover, Luna Maria. Aslan disables Destiny's combat abilities and causes it to crash on the moon's surface. Juano vanished in flames, along with the space fortress Masai Air. Kira Yamato told Juano that he is prepared to fight against the world in chaos. The peace that was supposed to come with the Destiny Plan disappeared. Wars will surely happen again, as people will blow away the seeds of flowers no matter how much they are planted. Shin speaks of this. Kira says to Shin, we'll plant the flowers again. Let's fight together. The story ends with Kira, Shin, and Aslan taking each other's hands, determined to fight for peace. See, Destiny is also a work full of charm. If you are interested in this work, please watch the anime. You will discover many charms that could not be fully conveyed in this program. It has been officially announced that the remnants of Blue Cosmos will be antagonistic towards Shin and others in the movie. The story will depict Shin's endeavors, choosing to cooperate with Kira and Aslan. It's very exciting to see what kind of story will be told. Let's meet again in the next program.